Broadcasting live is a great way for news stations to quickly spread fresh information to the masses, and for influencers to connect and communicate with their viewers. Unlike a pre-recorded video, however, we cannot predict what will happen in the next second, and therefore, some pretty strange incidents can be caught during those live broadcasts. Sometimes it is a funny blooper, but other times some very chilling things can happen, leaving all the viewers on the edge of their seats. This is what we look at today, so be sure to like, subscribe, and let's get into it. BBC is one of the most credible news stations there is, so it is very hard to disprove what happened in this following video. In it, we see a reporter talking to the camera in the Gaza Strip. Well, many viewers were quick to point out a very strange phenomena, which happens just a few seconds later. A mysterious white figure swiftly runs behind the reporter. At first, it's quite hard to properly see, but when we slow down the clip, we can see a bit more. Even though it looks like this figure flew just a few centimeters behind the reporter, it seems that he didn't even notice it and continues his report uninterrupted. To this day, no one has been able to figure out what this thing could be, as it moves too quickly to be any person or animal. Some people think it might just be a smear on the camera. However, this doesn't make sense since the figure clearly moves behind the reporter and not in front of him. What do you think this figure could be? Let me know down in the comments. This next clip comes from a television show that documents weddings and their preparations. While the camera is filming the family organizing the hall before the ceremony, it accidentally captures something very strange in the background. A bouquet is lifted from the vase into the air by some invisible force and then thrown to the ground. Most viewers think that this video captures real evidence of paranormal activity. However, skeptics quickly suggested that it might be a hoax, with some strings possibly tied to the bouquet. This claim, however, has some holes. First, the bouquet moves in more than one direction, which would be significantly harder to fake. Then there's also the question of why someone at a wedding of all places would do such a thing. Did the cameraman capture genuine paranormal activity, or is there more to it? In 2023, a podcast called Official Everydays was broadcasting live to their audience, talking like usual. But out of nowhere, something that none of them expected happens, leaving them all in disbelief.
I'm very, yep. What the? Did you see that?
What?
That just moved by itself.
You made that up.
A can moves a few inches across the table, seemingly all by itself. The co-hosts at first didn't even believe that something like this could have happened, and it was only after watching the footage back that they saw it for themselves.
Yeah, it's turning, but I'm pretty sure it's...
Look!
Oh!
What the f? No, you see?
Wait.
After the fact, they also showed that the surface underneath the can is completely dry, so the can couldn't have just slid on some water.
It's not even like it's wet.
It's not wet?
This footage to me is very convincing, and I didn't manage to find any rational explanation. So this one might be a real proof of paranormal activity caught on camera. This live broadcast comes from the TikToker Isaiah Harris. A few years ago, him and his friend were walking through a forest late at night, live streaming their experience to Isaiah's TikTok account. However, they soon begin to hear very weird sounds coming from a tunnel below them.
Dude, please don't go down there. Oh my gosh. Dude, hold on. Let me go first.
Determined to capture whatever is making these sounds for their viewers, both men decide to go down and look into the tunnel. As they quickly realize though, this wasn't a very good idea. A pale figure can be seen peeking right at the offers, after which the livestream cuts and we are left to wonder what happened next. Well, a couple days later they give us an update, saying they decided to return to the place to try and explain what this creature was. So, just as they promised, the couple sets up a camp and goes out to catch this entity. This doesn't go according to their plan, however, as even after several hours, they didn't manage to capture anything. Or that is at least what they thought. After posting this video to their page, a number of viewers noticed something strange in the footage. Some creature can be seen quickly dashing by the trees. Was this the same creature they saw a few days ago, or just another person enjoying their walk in the forest? We may never know, but feel free to speculate down in the comments below. This short clip comes from a Spanish TV station covering some news back in 2018. Throughout the entire story, everything seems to be in norm. But towards the end of the segment, viewers notice something very odd. Take a look.
Do you see that? Second set of eyes.
Right as the man finishes speaking, he blinks, and we can see what looks to be a second set of eyes underneath. The man who uploaded this video to YouTube believes that there are in fact alien beings among us who have taken human form to avoid drawing any attention. According to him, this man is one of them, and when they thought the camera was no longer filming, he thought he was in the clear to show his true appearance. Well, to me, this looks like nothing more than a glitch of the camera. There are a lot of people who believe this to be something supernatural. Let me know which side you are on in the comments. Does this clip show alien reptilians, or is it just a camera glitch that combined two frames into one? A few months ago, TikTok user SmugPuppy posted the following series of videos and live streams to their page. In them, the author documents strange things happening in their house, which they now believe is haunted by some presence. This video comes from one of their security cameras, showing a view of the kitchen. Take a look at what happens next.
Okay, so that door's just slammed. Oh no.
Doors begin to shut all around the woman, after which something supposedly grabs her face and she falls to the ground. The second video again shows a view from the same camera, with the woman again experiencing some pretty weird activity. Somehow, several sets of forks and knives fall from the ceiling right in front of the woman. According to the dead, the family suspects a portal from another dimension to be present in their home, through which things can be transported. This can be seen in the livestream that the father started just a few days later, right after he saw more objects fall from the ceiling. Although these activities are definitely very mysterious, many viewers, including myself, are quite skeptical. The daughter falling to the ground and the reaction to utensils falling from the ceiling seems staged and insincere to me. But some other events on the other hand look quite real, so I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think of this situation. This photo is a screenshot from a live broadcast by a Canadian television station aired in 2016. It shows a reporter standing in a parking lot somewhere in Toronto, with a hooded man holding some sort of bat behind her. I couldn't find the original footage unfortunately, but from what I found, that's probably for the better. You see, not even a second after this moment, the man apparently ran towards the camera and attacked the cameraman, while the woman ran to safety. The cameraman was hit in the head with the bat and fell to the ground, after which the hooded man quickly disappeared from the scene. Fortunately, the man behind the camera did not suffer any serious injuries and was discharged from the hospital the next day. Why someone would do such a thing, or who it actually was, has still not been determined by the police. A few months ago, Dennis from the YouTube channel Dark Ghost went to explore an abandoned house somewhere in Russia and broadcasted his expedition live to his VKontakte profile. Years ago, the dead body of the owner was found in this house, and to this day it is not known who took the man's life or why. However, locals claim that a demon, with which the owner had been struggling for months before the incident, caused his death. Dennis decided to go to the site to find out more about the whole mystery. When he arrived, he saw that half of the house was dilapidated, and the part that was still standing was also not in the best condition. He entered the house, and after walking around the rooms for a while, he pulled out a spirit box and tried to communicate with the local spirits. A few minutes into his attempt to make contact, someone responded.
Ты хозяин этого дома? Что с тобой произошло?
It seems, however, that the entity quickly got tired of answering Dennis's questions and tried to scare him away from the house.
Ты здесь? Кто здесь? Что здесь происходит? Здесь?
Она убивает этот дом. Так же, как и мы.
Друзья, такое ощущение, как будто сейчас рушится этот дом. Я заходил, вот этого не было.
The entity began to move things around Dennis. In addition to this, it also began to slowly destroy the beams holding the ceiling above Dennis. This scared the offer quite a bit, but he was not ready to leave yet. Just a few minutes later, however, the spirit once again made it clear that Dennis was not alone in this house. The entity threw books off the shelf and began to tear a poster on the wall, after which the ceiling dropped even lower. Dennis felt the roof was about to collapse on him, but before he could do anything, the entity intensified its efforts.
Ты здесь?
By this time, it became too much for Dennis, and he decided to leave the place. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you like this video, then please like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next. I'm sorry, I'm kinda ill, so if I sounded a little bit weird, then I'm sorry, but I think that till next video I'll be alright, so be sure to watch out for a new video in a few days. So till then, goodbye, and thank you once again for watching.